So in Australia, it would be interesting actually, because the funniest thing about any language is learning how they insult each other. So in Australia, if you really want to insult someone, you call them a fucking dog, or you're a fucking cunt. But because cunt can mean many things.
Yeah.
It can be very endearing, or it can be very aggressive.
Yeah.
Like in Japan, what's like a really fucking rude thing to say to someone if you're in the heat of an argument and you really want to like disrespect someone? What would you say?
Oh, there's like Yakuza kind of talk. They say kon no yaro, like when they talk, but if you just say shine, like means die. It's like, but they don't have like a you're a fucking cunt or a dog kind of thing. But if you say omae shine, like something like that, it's quite aggressive. Saying, because you don't normally say I want you to die.
What do you mean by they go like
when they talk?
Really?
Like, yeah. Like that's kind of, they roll their R's when they get more aggressive. And you listen to some of the Yakuza talking, and then they go like they're kind of that's not Japanese, but just kind of they roll their tongue, and then they get real like start bouncing up and getting in your grill. But yeah, that's I've never seen it like in real life, just on the movies and stuff. Oh, and then I said to you before, I did see a punch up between Yakuza factions in Shinjuku one time, and
was it terrifying?
It was, but it was fun to watch from a distance. So
that to me, so I have a massive love and passion for tattoo culture. I always have since I was a kid, and when I was younger, obviously being a YouTuber, I used to go down heaps of rabbit holes.
Yeah. And
one of them, there was this documentary series about Japanese tattoo culture in the Yakuza. I think it was called The Mark of Death. It was really good. And I started like getting into kind of Yakuza culture and like punishments and certain things they do. And much like the Japanese triads, like they do not fuck around at all. Like, the pecking order is the pecking order, and that's it. It's not like Australian bikie culture can be a bit wish-washy. One person's in a club this week, and then they get bashed out of it, and then they go to another club. It's like, Yakuza seem very fucking well, or I don't know now, that it's fallen apart a bit because of the Japanese government, I think, cracked down on it pretty hard.
Yeah.
But
I think you get, like, if you don't want to have anything to do with it, you've got to kind of, I don't know how easy it is to get out of those things as well. Like, you see people on YouTube that are out of it, but or you just get exiled and probably can't be part of any gang. I'm not too sure, but I think that a lot of that honor is going as well as the older blokes drop off.
It's just the younger generation.
But I think that's happening a lot. Like, that's happening all over the world. But I mean, in Japan, you can start to see the cracks appear in that whole, really honor-built society.
So what happened when you were? So you said you seen them fighting in Shinjuku.
Yeah.
Shinjuku would be the loosest part of Tokyo, wouldn't it? I found Shinjuku to be like the grimiest, or not the grimiest, but like they got Golden Guy there. If you're into like illicit substances, that seems to be where fucking most people go to get it. Like the Somalians and the African people in Shinjuku generally have most of the substances. And like, not that I legit would know, but like Shinjuku to me seemed, it was the funnest. It was the best to eat in Tokyo. To me, it was the best place to eat, but it seemed like it was the wildest.
Yeah.
So what happened when you seen that fight?
Oh, so it was like just part of a summer festival thing. It's festival. So and generally what they do is they have these little shrines that they carry, and each area has their own little shrine, and the people that are from that area carry the shrine, and they go to like a central spot and put it down, and I guess the festival kind of kicks off from there, but that's also part and parcel of it. But I think two of these shrines, and the people carrying them went down the same street, and one wasn't going to give way to the other, so it just ended up in like full brawl. Cops came, and it's real aggressive stuff as well, like throwing, like kind of like a bread tray. They're kind of the same as they are here, where they're really hard plastic on the corners, and saw someone just get smashed with this thing repeatedly, and just brutal. But then the cops come in and try and do this like tokenistic breakup and keep the peace and stuff, and also because it's a festival and there's people there, like families and whatever. But that's kind of scary shit. But in where we live in Fukushima, there's a place called Izaka, and it's a hot spring town, but there's a lot of mafia, like historical kind of families and stuff there, and they have it's called Kenka Matsuri, so it's like a fighting festival. So they get those shrines and they just duel each other, they ram each other with these shrines. It's fucking hard. People have died from it. And
what are the shrines made out of? Like timber?
Real heavy timber.
Yeah.
And everyone's like carrying them on their shoulder. So there'd probably be like, 30 or 40 people carrying these, and it's all blokes.
I was going to say, if the shrines are like the ones you see everywhere with the red.
Yeah.
Like the massive, like, gates.
Yeah. But it's like it looks like a little mini house kind of thing.
Those things are fuck. I saw the one that's on the beach. You got to catch a ferry to go there.
Oh, Miyajima.
Yeah, that was fucking wild.
Yeah. So, that's kind of what they carry on their shoulder, and
they just ram it in like...
Yeah, like... And everyone's watching, and it's different. So there's little villages... So and they've got marks to kind of determine which village they're in and stuff. And when I went and watched it with a couple of friends a few years ago, they just ramming each other, and one of these things is going underneath, and like people get really badly injured from those things and die as well.
Nara Kenka Matsuri.
Oh yeah,
is that it?
Well, it's a type of thing. So
held on October 14th and 15th each year at Matsubara Hachiman Shrine in Himeji.
That
might be another one.
Yeah, there's Kenka Matsuris all over Japan, but that would be the same kind of deal where they're ramming each other.
Yeah, right. They got to.
And it gets real tense as well, because they want to win. They want to prove themselves to be the
greatest shrine of all time.
Yeah. So that's our little... I think there's also in Fukushima, there's like some naked man festival where they got to climb a rope.
Oh, here you go. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. Where are you?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Brutal.
They fucking go after it. No way. Oh, and they're punching on up the top too.
Yeah, it's like tug of war.
Such strange people.
Yeah.
They got such strange customs. I love it.
Yeah, you find a lot of the people that are involved in these have ties to the Yakuza in some way. So, I mean, there's normal, like, local community people, but you can see the tats inside, or like little hints and pieces like that give it away.
I'd love to have a Yakuza member on the podcast. Ex-member.
Let's see if I can organise it for you.
There'd be surely there'd be one that would have excommunicated to like Sydney or Melbourne.
Yeah, or Adelaide maybe.